Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your business undergraduate discipline session of the orientation. So I'd like to start by acknowledging the traditional owners and custodians of the land that we're on and pay my respect to elders past, present, and emerging. So firstly, welcome everyone here in person, and there is also a lot of people online. So welcome everyone to Flinders University. My name is Salmin Mustafa, and I'm the academic lead today running this session. So I'm a lecturer in accounting. I teach third-year accounting courses. I teach taxation law and auditing, which are both third-year accounting topics. But I also teach first-year economics, and most of you would probably be enrolled in first-year economics, either assessing economic environments or economics for business. So I'll probably see you there. I'll just say a little bit about me and then introduce you to our mentors. So for myself, as I said, I am a lecturer in accounting. My research is in accounting. Specifically, my area of research is on earnings management, which is detecting unethical practices in accounting. So I look at how accountants may tweak a number a little bit here and there. So on its own, it's not a big deal. Please come in and have a seat. There's some empty seats here. So on its own, it's not a big deal, but when it's accumulated and when it's going on for a very long time, that's when it becomes very, very serious. So I'm interested in looking at what sort of factors may influence those behavior and what sort of factors may help to inhibit those behaviors by accountants. Except apart from teaching, I'm quite passionate about teaching, but apart from teaching, I like to bake, and I love making chocolates. So I make cakes and stuff, but I love making chocolates. So if I weren't a lecturer, I would probably have been a baker. And even during my PhD, I used to think, let me just give this up and just become a baker. That would be like fantastic. But I'm probably more passionate about teaching. So that's about me. Let me introduce you to our mentors today. We have Cami Watson and Justin Glenn. Chloe couldn't make it today, but we have these two wonderful people here today. So Cami, would you like to introduce yourself on the deal?
What do you want me to say?
Anything about you.
I'm studying. I'm studying business, innovation, and enterprise, and business economics. I'm in my fourth year and final year. I have two dogs. One of them is absolutely crazy, and one of them is 13 years old, so he's a bit more mellow. In my spare time, I like to do a little bit of exercise, go for a run in the mornings. I find that's really good for my mental health, gets me prepared for the day, so pro tip for starting out. Exercise really helps, but you will get that on campus too. Yeah, that's probably really it.
Thanks, Cami. My name's Justin. Cami has two dogs, one of them is a bit crazy. I have two teenage children, both of them are a bit crazy. I'm obviously a little bit, I'm a second year student. I was where you were last year. Obviously a little bit older than most undergraduates. I had a career in the casino industry for about 30 years, most of which was overseas in Southeast Asia. Macau and Singapore was where I spent the longest, most recently in Vietnam. And I guess like a lot of you, I'm setting myself up for a career, in my case a second career, for you to be a first career. So all I can say is it's a huge time of change for you, to really embrace that change and work out what it is that you want to be over the next few years and how you're going to get there. And that's what we're here to help you do. So nice to meet you.
Thank you, Cami and Justin. You want an icebreaking session?
We can.
Yeah, we'll just do a quick ice-breaking session. Your mentors will run that, and while we do that, we'll just ask the online students to introduce themselves. Can we include them? That'll be good. We have online how many?
So we're just going to do 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think it would be better in 2 to 3. Do it in groups, so 2 to 3 people, preferably 3 if you can. If we've got a couple of extra, that doesn't matter too much. If you want to do it with somebody you don't know, that'd be awesome. If you don't want to, no problems. But yeah, if you guys just want to get yourselves in groups, just 3 sort of people. All good? Do you know how to do?
Two truths and a lie. Do you know this? Okay. You need to say 2 things about yourself that are true. Sorry. 2 things about you that are true and 1 that's a lie. And the object of the game is to work out which one's the lie. So I could tell you, for example, I play guitar, I had exactly 1 tattoo, and I was a roadie for Midnight Oil when I was younger. Which one's the lie? I like Midnight Oil, but I was never a roadie.
So you guys all understand?
Yeah, let's do this.
So just sort of small groups.
Is that all good? All feeling, it's what they call an icebreaker. So is the ice all broken now? Feeling relaxed and comfortable?
And you're going to get a lot of ice-breaking activities in your first tutorials, which we'll bring you to. So this is just a practice session. So do we go around the class and ask?
Does one person from each group want to
Yeah.
kind of share? Maybe if anybody guesses,
Let's start with you.
So, what would you like to hear?
Who guessed the correct line?
Oh, just do one. I'm learning how to fly a plane. I've got a dog, and I learned how to speak Chinese.
Plane.
No, actually,
Oh.
dog.
Oh, that feels like the most obvious.
Yeah, exactly. That's like a guess in the dog.
All right, do we have a group here?
So wait, we're the five of you in one group?
Yes. So front table, you guys all one group?
Split up.
Either groups want to share anything?
Yeah, mine was, I know how to ski, I'm a barista, and I've got a tattoo.
Oh, that's a hard one.
He's too young to have a tattoo.
Tattoo, I guess, yeah?
Yeah, that was
Any sort of body in the middle, any table? Do you guys want to share? Sorry, I'm on the front row here.
My middle name is Cox. I have 7 cats and I was born in England.
7 cats.
Cats. I'd like that to be true.
Is that the lie?
No.
Oh, wow.
You do have 7 cats?
I'm
Oh my
back.
God. Can I visit you?
So what's the lie?
I wasn't born. I was born here.
All right. That's a good one actually. Is there anybody across the back, maybe last one? Anybody wants to share? Yeah, awesome.
I have 3 dogs. I've been to 8 schools.
I didn't hear you say it again, sorry.
I've been to 8 schools. I have 3 dogs, and I've gotten a black eye before.
Well, I hope the last one's not.
That one's the lie. Is that the lie? No. 3 dogs. Do you have any dogs?
I have 2.
Oh, very nice. How cute. I love dogs if you can't tell. All right. Is that enough?
Yeah, anyone else? Would like to volunteer and share?
What was the most outrageous truth somebody heard? You can tell them.
Yeah, that's a fun one. All right, online we have Rachel. I started coming up with lies, so we'll just let you know that I'm currently in Queensland, which is why I can't be there in person today. Fun fact is that she's a twin. Rachel, is your twin also studying here? And how about the rest of you online? Would you like to just say something? Introduce yourselves, please.
I'll quickly just say, yeah, my twin's studying at Flinders. He's just doing teaching there.
Okay. All right, thank you, Rachel. Others are pretty shy.
Yes.
All right, we'll just carry on with the session if that's okay. Now. Okay, so but you need the Teams thing as well. Yeah, without 2 screens, it's just hard, isn't it? You just have to listen. Yeah, exactly. So before we start, I'll just introduce you to Jamila, who is a representative from Flinders Business Student Association, and she'd just like to say a few words.
Hi guys, my name's Jamila. I'm studying a Bachelor of Accounting and Finance, and I'm Treasurer for Flinders Business this year. I won't chat too long because I know you're probably a bit bored and want to get out of here. So I'll just tell you a bit about our membership. You can join. We're offering 2 sort of subscriptions for our membership. We've got a free one, which anyone can sign up for. We run events, do social things, or industry events, very helpful, especially for networking. And we're also a social sort of group. So if you wanted to come in, have a chat, you might have noticed me carrying around the Red Bull before. We usually have a fridge stock to that. So if you don't want to go to the vending machines, pop into the office. We're also hiring members to join the committee. It's a great sort of opportunity to put on your resume. That's why I joined in the first place. I mean, people, employers, they all love seeing people who volunteer their time. They find that really valuable. So if you wanted to sort of boost your resume, maybe consider joining. Our other membership, sorry, I got a bit sidetracked. We're getting you to pay $5 for a, sorry, a bit all over the place. I didn't have time to prepare. We're doing a $5 membership, that's for the year. And with that one, you'll get discounts for events, so you'll get your money back anyway. You'll also get access to exclusive events for paid members. We've got one industry event coming up for, I think, paid members specifically. And also with that one, we're doing like a free sock giveaway. So if you join us with a pair of free socks, you get your money back. You don't have to, but it's an option. We're also doing a mixer. I think Ali mentioned that before. If you want to meet new people, it's free, completely free. We're offering pizza and chips. That might be a fun event to come to in a couple of weeks, just down at the TAF. I'll put flyers out, so if you wanted to grab one, we've got like a little QR code that's got all our links. So check us out, and we'd love to see you around campus.
All right, now let's talk about some serious stuff. There. So business courses, what do we actually teach? There are so many different courses in the business discipline. So I have the links to all of them because of course I can't remember all of them, there's just too many. Now, who's studying accounting or accounting and finance? Okay. Oh, you're my people because I'm an accounting lecturer. Anyone Bachelor of Commerce? Okay. Anyone Bachelor of Finance or Finance and Business Economics? Okay. And I guess most of you would be Bachelor of Business? Raise your hand if you're Bachelor of Business. Okay, cool. So we've got obviously all of these courses. The Bachelor of Business course is quite broad because there is one with no specialization, but there is also several specific specializations in the Bachelor of Business course. So are there any specific queries that you have regarding your course that we could answer today? Not yet? Just starting off, no questions yet? All right, we can come back to that later if you have any questions. But let me just introduce you to some of our key academic staff members, people you may need to contact at some stage in your education here. So our course coordinator. So first of all, your first point of contact will be, if it's a topic related issue, it will be your topic coordinator, the person who runs the topic, usually the lecturer. So you obviously contact them if you have any course related queries, issues, etc. You can contact your tutors as well. But if it's a course related issue, so it's a broader issue, not just about one topic, but about your entire course, then we have 3 course coordinators depending on what you're studying. So Dr. Rajesh Johnson, Rajesh is the course coordinator for Bachelor of Business without specialization, but also for the Human Resource Management and Management specializations. We've got Dr. Lucy Simmons, and Lucy is the course coordinator for Bachelor of Business with the specializations Marketing, Sports Management, and International Business. And we have Dr. Phil Palmer, who is the course coordinator for the Bachelor of Commerce degree and all of the accounting and finance courses. All right, so any course level queries, reach out to them. Phil Palmer, he is also the teaching program director, so you may also reach out to him in that context too. Now let's just talk about some questions that you may be thinking as you start your university degree. It's an exciting time, of course, and there's probably a lot of questions, lots of confusions at this stage, I guess. Firstly, what will you learn in this course? Now, I did show you the various degrees that we have, the various courses that we have. One thing that's common, one thing that all our courses follow is that we teach a lot of practical application in these courses. So you'll be learning job-ready skills. So by the time you graduate, you will have learned job-ready skills. There are lots of topics that focus on that. In your first year, you'll mostly be focusing on more of theoretical topics, just basic principle type topics. But as you go along, you'll learn more practical skills. How can you prepare to start your studies? Now, I have a few tips for that, but I'm also going to ask your mentors to talk about that. But we'll talk about this. This is a long discussion, so we'll talk about that in the next slide. But what topics are you most likely to be studying in the first semester? I guess everyone's registered in classes, right? Yes? You know what topics you're studying in your first semester? So for the Bachelor of Business degree students and with all of the specializations, you'll find that in your first year, there is a lot of common topics. So most of you will be enrolled in topics such as economics for business, managing people and organizations. What else are some first year?
Marketing principles.
Marketing principles. In the second semester, you'll probably have quantitative methods and law for business. So these are some of the common topics. So in the first year, you'll see that most of your core topics will be common topics. But as you go to year 2 and year 3, you start those specialization topics. So that's when you focus on those specific areas that you're studying. For commerce students and accounting and finance students, some of the common core topics that you'll be doing in your first year would be assessing economic environments. It would be recording business transactions. That's another topic. And there is a first year fintech topic as well. It's a new topic, harnessing fintech. Are all of you studying full-time? Anyone part-time? Online, is there any part-time students? I'll just check if there is anything going on online. Anyone has a question?
Can you get in on your phone to the chat?
Yeah, if one of you have, do you?
I don't have it on my phone.
There's no activity, so that's fine. And what are some exciting opportunities available to you, to students studying this course? Yes, FBSA, that's an exciting opportunity, and it's really good to connect. It's an amazing opportunity if you join the association. It's amazing. It's an amazing platform to meet people, to make friends. Lots of events keep happening, so it's good. There's also a lot of opportunities in the courses for you to get involved in the industry. So we have industry placements and we have industry projects. Bachelor of Business topics, topics within the Bachelor of Business course, some of these topics have embedded industry projects in them. So you get to do them as you go along, as you go to year 2, year 3. For Bachelor of Commerce and Accounting and Finance, there are still quite some opportunities to get involved in these sorts of projects. You do have options for electives. So that's where you can enroll in some industry projects or industry topics. And again, a very good opportunity for you to get involved with real life business problems, understand real life business problems, connect to businesses. So I do recommend when you're thinking about electives, think thoroughly, speak to your course advisor, think what you really want to do, think about those industry topics. So does anyone, I keep saying electives and core topics, does everyone understand the difference between these? Yeah. Core topics are topics that you must do as part of the degree, and electives are topics that you can choose from. So this is up to you. These are topics that you get to choose. So there's a wide variety of options available. So let's come back to those top tips. Okay? So tips from me. First of all, know your study plan. So study plans are now online. You can get it online, but if you want a more personalized study plan, you can speak to your course advisor. That's Miss Lanny McDowell. So get in touch with her, or if you want to speak to someone about your study plan, if you want to change something, or maybe you want to speak to someone about what sort of electives might be best for you. You can go speak to Lanny. Ask questions whenever in doubt, because there's always help available. So if you have a question, it's quite likely that other people have gone through that as well. So don't be shy, just ask questions. People here are very helpful. We always want to help. You just have to let us know what you need. Okay, so keep asking questions. Know the support facilities available. And again, ask questions and know what's available. You have met a few of the people. You've probably met the representative from Student Learning Support Services, Lauren. You've met Ashok today, I think, for academic integrity. So know all those support services, know what you need to do, know what's expected from you, and what you can expect from us. And more of a topic-specific suggestion as you start your studies. First week of your degree or first week of your topic, each of your topic, read the topic guide, read the statement of assessment methods. These are very, very important. The topic guide has all the information that you need to start your topic. So for every single topic, please make sure you read that topic guide. So that's very important. Now ask your mentors if they have, because they're students, so they may have some better suggestions, better tips.
Better tips?
Yes.
Okay. Probably exactly as Lani said, ask questions. Doesn't matter if it's the person sitting next to you in class, if it's the tutor, if you're emailing, just ask the question. I promise it's not dumb, it's not irrelevant, any of that. It is very much valuable if it gets you ahead in your learning, ask the question. But also I think another one is just plan out your time. So tomorrow, this afternoon, sometime next week, go through all of the SAMs, find out what your assessments are, find out when they're due. People always miss the quizzes, like the weekly quizzes, and they can make up 10, 15, 20% of your grade, and that can sometimes be the difference between passing or failing a topic. So plan out your time, make sure you know when things are due, make sure you know that you have weekly quizzes, be prepared. I have my diary, which I go through, and I write down when all of the assessments are due. So I know generally week 6 and week 7 are really heavy, and then week 11 or 12 are really heavy for assessments. So looking before that in week 4 and 6, weeks 9 and 10, what can I do to get myself ready and to make sure that I am handing up all 6 assignments that are due in that 1 week? Sometimes we'll have that. In first year, I won't scare you too much, it shouldn't be that bad. But just know your time, know that you need to be aware of everything, because that will set you up for the most amount of success, and it will set you up to actually be able to pass the topics. And I mean, if you're doing that, you'll well and truly want to pass. You'll be looking at your distinction, high distinction, and that's really what you want out of this. Yeah.
Look, the top tips, first of all, the fact that you're here now means that you're successful. You succeeded in getting here just in that itself. So you are capable of success, I guess, is what I'm saying. When I started, I guess my 2 years, or my 2 reasons that I wouldn't succeed that I worked out was, firstly, I'm not working hard enough, and secondly, I'm not smart enough. I figured there's only one of those that I control, which is how hard I work. And the second one, my ego is too fragile to confront the notion that I'm not smart enough to be here. So I knew that the success would come from working hard enough. So just adding on to what Cami said, make the most of your time here through time management. Going into every tutorial with your tutorial questions prepared will mean that you'll get the most out of that tutorial. Going in there to learn what you should have learned during the week is still helpful if for whatever reason you've had a horror week and you haven't had a chance to look at the material. Go to the tutorial, but it's no substitute for having done the preparation.
Participation can be like 20% as well, so just turn up and that's 20% done.
The last very quick one when it comes to time management, if you have, and management students will have this more than other students, essays, a large part of that is citing peer-reviewed journals. And that can take, finding the appropriate references can actually take up a lot of your time. So just when you sit down to do these tasks, you'll find that it's easy to put it off because you don't really know where to start. And then you'll come back a week later thinking, I still don't know where to start. Get straight into it, work out the wrong way to do it so you can find the way to doing the right way to do it, if that makes sense.
Thank you, Justin. You've all heard about Flow and Canvas, right? Yes. So that's your go-to. You have to be always monitoring that. Make sure you're looking at what sort of latest announcements are being posted, because that's how you keep yourself informed with everything that's going on, right? So please make sure, of course, turning up to class is very important, and at the same time, please make sure you're active on either Flow or Canvas, whichever your topic is using, and make sure you know everything that's going on there. All your assignments are submitted through those. Your quizzes will be mostly held on those platforms. Most importantly, all of the topic resources will be there, starting from what I was saying, the topic guide, the SAM, lecture notes, lecture slides, everything will be there. The first week of the semester is Connect Week. So this is the week where you build connections, you do some networking, you meet people, you understand what sort of resources, support systems are available. You network with your classmates, you network with staff members, you network with the broader community. So there's a lot of events going on in the Connect Week. So if you go to your orientation planner online, you can schedule accordingly and attend whichever of these events you're interested in. So that's pretty much all from me, unless I've missed anything. Do you have any questions? Anything you're thinking about as you start? Teaching will start from next week, so anything as you start. Any questions, any confusions? Are you worried? Are you excited? How are you feeling? Excited? Can I see smiles for excitement? If you're excited? Okay, I can see a few smiles. That's good. Anyone worried? Can I see a raise of hand? Why? Did she scare you with the assessment? 6 assessments in a week?
I guess, kinda.
Yeah, that's not very usual. Okay.
I'd say it's good that you're a little bit nervous. That's not a bad thing to be a little bit nervous and a little bit worried.
Yeah.
But then I guess it's bringing it all back into your control. Understand?
And if you ever feel like you're struggling a little bit, we all struggle, don't we? So if you feel like you're struggling, just reach out to your topic coordinator. Tell them how you're feeling. If you think you've missed a little bit, or something doesn't make sense, just ask them. It's always, again, coming back to that point. Ask questions. Always ask questions. All right.
Sometimes even going to your friends, like don't rely on them at all, but if you don't feel comfortable going to the teacher, go to a friend and say, do you understand this? And if they say no, you're not getting one. So in that case, you can ask.
And it's also what Cami and I are here for, is, I guess, triage, I guess, is the idea. We might not be the ones that can give you the answer, but we can probably point you in the right direction to the people who can give you the help that you need.
All right, so that's all from us today. Before we let you go, we'd like you to fill in a quick evaluation survey, please. So I have some paper copies that I'd like to hand out. Can you repeat? Sorry if there was a loud noise. Yeah, absolutely.
That I can't help you. The first thing you asked me.
But there's also online, so this is also online if you want to do it. There's a QR code.
Hi guys, while filling out words, I might just mention that I will be in the NPSA room. It's just up next to the cafe. If you wanted to pop in, have a chat with us, we'll be in there for a couple hours. We've got flyers there. We're usually in there a couple times, especially about careers. I'm very career focused. We've got a lot of tips, especially since you're starting. Start thinking about sort of the direction that you want to go in. I know that there are plenty of industry sort of events. that you could look into. I know one of our members, he's actually got a full-time job now. And I think that's at PwC actually. He's doing an internship thing. And he started off as a first year just like you. So you could maybe think about that sort of right now, just like look into what careers you might be interested in and where you might want to go, especially with interning. Applications are usually open quite early, so you don't want to miss them. And you know, we provide links and we provide reminders. So even if you were just to sign up to a mailing list, for beneficial, just for your career progress. So thank you. Yeah, feel free to chat with me later. I'll be hanging around for a bit.
But you can do it online. QR code and I show actually that.
Bye now, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you look forward to it. That's good. That's good. Is that enough?
I want to like.
How much? Yeah.
Classes you guys doing?
Well, it could be topics. So in your campus topics, particular topics will have.
Oh my God.
So if you, for example, work on finance. So if you go to that finance topic, there is that
Interesting happens. So
You gotta say hours. My brother is doing so it's 20 hours later. This is mine, I I feel like yeah, too, because like there's one course or two. And then one course I just wanted to bring one. So very fun. I get why like yeah, no, I think that was
It's only 2 minutes
Bye, see you.
What was your name? Kane.
What it is
We used to have seminars before, face-to-face ones, but since COVID, a big change is that a lot of companies now have pre-recorded lectures. So if the company does not have seminars, it means that there will be pre-recorded lectures. So there will be lecture recordings uploaded onto either Canvas or Chrome, and then the tutorials. So there is still a lecture or a seminar, but just recorded.
And one more thing with the next.
Then they're on Canvas. If it's not on Chrome, then most likely it's on Canvas. What topics are you doing?
There'll be something.
So both of those are first year topics, and first year topics will be on Canvas. Do you know how to access Canvas?
Yeah.
If you go to the Okta dashboard, there is Canvas.
Do it through there.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
So there's one topics. Most of them are only basically what places at the moment, they don't have much information.
I've got an hour to spend for the
This one actually. Some will stay.
No.
That's not.
Yeah.
All right, good luck.